Speculation has reached a fever pitch over who will take over the coveted presenting roles on Strictly Come Dancing following the surprise announcement that longtime hosts Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman will step down at the end of this year's series. The chatter has become so intense that even seasoned broadcaster Vernon Kay has found himself visibly frustrated by the ongoing swirl of rumors. For more than a decade, Tess and Claudia have been the familiar, glamorous, dependable faces anchoring one of the BBC's most beloved programs. Their chemistry, wit, and warmth have defined Strictly's Saturday night identity. So when the duo revealed in a joint statement that they felt it was time to hand the baton to someone new, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. What was meant as a graceful farewell transformed almost instantly into a nationwide hunt for their successors. Within hours, a flurry of names began circulating across tabloids, radio shows, social media feeds, and even small talk across office lunchrooms and waiting rooms. Zoe Ball, Rylan Clark, Holly Willoughby, Bradley Walsh, and an unexpected wildcard, Lavoie, the popular drag performer whose real name is Chris Dennis, were among the most talked about possibilities. Lavoie's name, in particular, caught many off guard. The 45-year-old had been one of the standout personalities of the 2025 Strictly cast, performing alongside professional partner Al Dorian. However, an untimely injury forced Lavoie to withdraw, turning what had been a vibrant run on the show into a bittersweet departure. Sunday night's results show offered Lavoie a dramatic, heartfelt send-off, complete with on-air tributes and emotional applause, a gesture far grander than the typical farewell for departing contestants. On his BBC Radio 2 program, Scott Mills touched on Lavoie's exit with a mix of sympathy and amusement. "Terrible news about the ankle," he remarked. "But who gets a send-off like that on Strictly? Normally you shuffle out with your partner in an unrehearsed dance, the band belts out, 'I've had the time of my life,' and that's it." His lighthearted commentary underscored how extraordinary the moment had been. But discussion soon shifted to the even bigger question looming over this year's competition: the future of Strictly's hosting lineup. And this was where Vernon Kay reached his limit. Responding to yet another wave of speculation, Vernon vented on air, clearly exasperated by the endless rumors. "It's hilarious, really," he began. "Ever since Tess and Claude announced they'd be leaving, every dentist, doctor, and reception room magazine has apparently decided they know exactly who's going to replace them." He paused, then leaned into the microphone with emphasis. "Let me say this for the record, and I know a lot of people listen because we get quoted all the time, but do you honestly think that the people at Strictly Come Dancing, in the middle of a live series, are sitting around having meetings about who's hosting it next year?" Scott, amused but sympathetic, replied, "No, I don't think that at all." Vernon continued, his tone sharper now. "Sometimes common sense, when you put your fingers to the keyboard, makes a big difference." Pressed on whether he might secretly be in contention for the job, Vernon brushed it off with humor. "I'll tell you who it is," he joked. "Me and Rylan. Done." Simple, but even through the humor, his annoyance was clear. Scott reminded listeners that producers were more likely focused on the present series, the contestants, the choreography, the weekly live shows, and still had a Christmas special to prepare. Vernon seized on that point. "It's not even finished yet," he exclaimed, half laughing, half exasperated. As if they've got time. They've got a Christmas special to organize. Just behave yourselves. Wind your necks in. It does my head in. His outburst captured what many inside the industry quietly acknowledge, that despite endless public fascination, strictly speaking, Strictly has far more urgent priorities than deciding next year's hosts while the current competition is still underway. Still, the speculation is unlikely to fade anytime soon. For many fans, the search for Tess and Claudia's successors has become a storyline as gripping as the competition itself. And until an official announcement is made, whenever that may be, the guessing game will continue to spin.